Hi guys, it's me, Rhea. If you haven't seen me yet, last episode I unboxed this Poopsie Slime Surprise. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make a baby for this guy. He is a Valentine eating monster. He is actually a Valentine's Day box that I made. And today I am going to show you how to make a baby for him. If you want him to be your Valentine box, it's okay. So what we'll need a black marker. This is from a file thing. Light yellow paint. If you don't have light yellow paint, I just don't have white paint, but I bet white paint will come out better. Purple, red, and I have glow-in-the-dark paint right here. You don't actually have to add glow-in-the-dark, but I made the dad actually glow-in-the-dark, so I have that. And scissors, and this is going to be, and cardboard. This is going to be the base of him, this box. As you can see, if we flip it over, open it, we can open up the box. You can also, I am going to, if I want a certain kind of thing to go in a different box, I can put it in this one. So yeah. Oh, and with the scissors, I need to cut cardboard, a thick piece of cardboard like this. If you're young and you ask a grown-up for help, I have permission to use these scissors in my house. So, I'm going to get started. So first, and we need a glue stick. I have an Elmer's glue stick. So first we are going to take our cardboard and our scissors. And we are going to cut some legs and arms for it. So I am cutting a big strip to be my legs are going to go just like that. So they're like hanging out, and we got to make 2 of these legs. For me, I'm going to use these as arms, because the arms go on before the legs, because I'm going to paint over the arms. There's a couple different poses you can put him in, so you don't have to do just straight down. And we are going to take our glue stick, open it up. This one is actually, has a very low amount of paint, so no glue in it. Here is one that actually has a lot of glue in it. If you're using a smooth side and then one side is a rough side, please use the rough side because it will stick better to the material, which is cardboard. So put a bunch of glue on it. Don't be shy with the glue. If you have a hot glue gun, I would also recommend that. So, glue that on. And it should stick right away because it's an Elmer's glue stick, and so should hot glue, because hot glue dries in like 2 seconds. Oh, and if you want, once you have that done, it should look like this. But if you're doing it in a pose, it should look like a good pose that it's in. You can make it look like it's eating a Valentine, but then you would also need paper because you need to make the Valentine. Once we have that done, we are ready to start painting. We are going to take some of our purple paint and squirt it on our. We are making his body color, so if you're using white, you need purple, white, and red. But if you're doing it with yellow, same thing, but instead of white, yellow.
You know how Mr. Sampson is when you're late? Please, Daisy DJing again. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's always like, oh yeah. And then she lays down a fat beat like. Why does she get to perform? Because she's good and people like her, and she always plays the dance.
And I am going to take one of my paintbrushes out, which I have in my pocket, and mix up the paints.
What about me? I'm the best looking guy in school. I deserve some attention too. Debatable, but whatever.
You should get like this kind of color on my paintbrush.
I got it. We could form a band and perform at the dance.
Yes, I love that idea. Do you play an instrument?
No?
Me either.
I can play. Me too. Well, I guess the band idea's out.
No, it's not. We have a whole week. There's nothing I can't accomplish when
You might want to let this dry. And if you really want to get it dried quick, you will want to add a very thin coat. But if you want a thick coat, I would recommend using a hairdryer. I am doing a thick coat, so it'll take less coats, like 2 coats or something. And if you are going to blow dry it, I would only recommend painting the front and one side at a time. So you have somewhere to hold on to while you are blow drying, and that way you don't have to get your hands covered in paint. So I'm just going to, and only when you're painting the front, don't paint the arms. Because when you're doing the arms, you're going to want to hold on to the part that you have painted already. So that way, when you're holding on to it to get everything dry, you don't get your hands wet. So, that's a good thing. So now, I am just going to finish painting this. And if you have googly eyes, you can give it googly eyes because I think that would look very funny and it would be very cute. And while that's going, I'm going to tell you what all the materials are for and what we are going to use it for. So, the yellow stuff, that is going to be for its head because I need some kind of thing that will move and like flex because with the head, I'm going to make a little flap. And it's going to be, the head's going to be able to look up and down, just like my other one. Right now it's looking down. It can look more like straight, but it can't really look up. This guy can look straight. That's what he's actually supposed to look. Okay. And the cardboard, and the other, the marker. We're going to need to draw a face on little guy, like with a smile on the nose. Smile's actually meant for a purple marker. Oh, I did not say you have to use googly eyes. You know I am. Because I just can't find them this second. So, yeah. Oh! And while you're at it, those little sides, if you're doing these fold-in things, also paint when you're doing the front. Because you're going to want those to be covered up and not have to do them on the sides. Because then you're going to be wanting to hold these things, and then your fingers are going to get wet. And like I said, you're going to want to do at least 2 coats. So, the paint just didn't want to do a thick coat, so now mine is a thin coat. If you're doing a thin coat, it should look like this. If your pictures are not showing through the box, you could probably only need 1 coat or 2. So I am going to go blow dry this little guy. So that way he actually will dry faster. If you're blow drying it and you don't want to get paint on your blow dry, you might want to ask your mom to come up. My mom was up there, so I asked her anyway. So now you can start painting. If you want to, like really want to, you can make the sides purple and only the back pink, and then make the arms purple too. If you want that, you can do that. So I kind of actually want to do that, so I am going to go ahead and add a coat to the back. Oh, and if yours has like a little like thing, rip it off. If it has those sticker things like the barcode on it, be very careful, very gentle to remove it off. Because I just noticed mine does. I didn't really look at the back because it's going to have Velcro on it. Oh, that's right. You might want Velcro if you have made a bigger monster or you are going to make a bigger monster. You're going to want to glue on, I would recommend this without glue, a Velcro piece. because like it's gonna fall off if you use Elmer's glue. Mine didn't really work with hot glue when I tried to apply it to this box. I don't know why, but maybe you actually should try Elmer's glue. So I'll try Elmer's glue with my Velcro. I was just gonna paint around it, and then I realized rip it off, Freya, because like I'm gonna paint it and I don't want to get paint on the Velcro. So maybe I would recommend starting with a chance of Elmer's glue, because accidentally if hot glue actually works, you might want to try Elmer's glue first to see if it works. So in future projects you would have like known to use Elmer's glue. I think it's a great brand. So I use it a lot. I'm actually going to do my sides. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the purple, and then it's going to create a very light purple. And once this happens and this is done, I'm going to apply another coat on the other side. Then, once that is done, I'm just going to get a drink because after you are done, you're going to want to go up and blow dry the thing again. With this one, you can actually maybe hold. It's going to be a little bit hard because my mom might refuse to do it. So, once you're done with both sides, you might be done very quickly because I'm just taking my time. So, if you get both done, both second coats done early, you can actually, if you want a light purple side, add some yellow or white to some purple. Doesn't matter if it's a dark, very dark one, or it's just a medium one. But if you have a very light purple, I would recommend to use that instead of wasting your dark purple and your white. So you can do that. And with the head, it's going to be the same color, but I want to show you how to cut out that in 1 minute if you are done already. Okay, so here's where that black marker comes in. We are just going to move this to the side. You can do it right now so you don't forget. So, you're going to do a rectangle, like a square, and then add like a little rectangle at the bottom. You can draw it very messily because for me, I'm going to paint like, you're just going to do a rectangle. And I would recommend doing the head before you get the purple on the top started. If you want, you can make the legs out of this. If you want, you don't exactly have to. So cut the rectangle out. And I would recommend to leave the black lines alone. Like, just cut over them. Don't let them show and bully up your piece. Because my paint actually does not go away very easily. My head turned out to be too small. That is okay. You just need to make a bigger one. Is this big enough? What about this? Let me flip like that and like that. And see how this, a bit little one. Okay, so once you have the head done, you're going to attach it, you're going to fold down. You have this little piece extra. That's why I said a rectangle, and you are going to fold it down. If you want, you can do it a different way from how I am going to do it. So now that you have a little square like this, you're going to, of course, paint it pink. If you want, you could give him purple or red here. I'm going to give him red. Okay. For me, I'm actually just gonna let this dry and then go over it with a red marker to make the hair, because the hair, it was a little complicating on my other one. So, you might want to use a red marker. If you are using, like, if you put like fabric over your box because you want it to be fuzzy, I would recommend to use fabric paint because it's fabric. And you'll also need a cup of water. I forgot to point that out. For this one, if you just let the lines alone, you just cut them off, you will only need to do one coat. And this is what your head should look like. Boom. So now, watch. We are going to flip this over. If it's not dry yet, flatten it out a little bit. If it's dry, if you blow dry it first, you can add the Elmer's glue with the part facing down. But if it's not dry yet, you can just flatten it out a little bit and then add the glue and then stick your head on. You might want to put a little pressure, fold the head down like that, just like that. So its head is like that. Then you are going to push down super duper hard, but not too hard to break the box. If you're strongy, not too hard. But then you have a little monster. And that's its head. And as I said, it can go down, it can look up, and it can look down. Up is like that, down is like that. You might want to paint the back of the head. I forgot to point that out. Where's my paintbrush? Okay. Oh, how I said it's going to be glow in the dark. Yeah, for mine, I don't really add it into the thing or else it has the dullest glow in the world. I tried that for the other one. It did have like no glow, so I had to like let all the paint dry first, and yeah. If you run out of paint, don't panic, just add more. If you don't have any, you're doomed. Just kidding. You just had to ask your mom to buy some more until you do this project. So just look out if you have enough paint to last the whole thing. If you don't, you can't do the project unless your mom buys some more online quickly. So just what I did. A dash of purple. Some yellow or white. If you don't want to waste your white paint, but you have like a limited amount of yellow paint, use light yellow, because light yellow will do the best deal of you. If you add some yellow, you can go on to the red. Oh, and if you don't have the bright colors, like you probably would have yellow and red, but if you don't have purple, just take some blue and red and mix them up to make it. And that, but you don't want to do them like you don't want to actually just put blue in, or else the color's going to turn out wrong. So you're going to paint on the new color. I got mine exactly the same shade, so I am going to apply it to the head. Oh, and if you're working out of like a dining room table or anything, cover it with some kind of paper, because you don't want your paint to get on your dining room table. I have a parchment paper on mine because I don't really want to waste my paper, because I have not that much. Most of it is just pink paper, like a baby pink paper. Once you get the head done, you can go back onto the body. You can't do this project outside if you want. You can do this project outside, but I would recommend doing it on a nice sunny day where it's not windy at all, like no wind. Because or else all your objects are just going to blow away from you. So, I am almost done painting the back on its first coat. So, you can get that done. Once you got that done, same thing, go and blow dry it. I'm going to go blow dry mine. Mom, look at how much I got done. Doesn't this look great?
$1.79. That is going to be too long to upload, I think.
Oh no.
Are you done with your
Yeah.
video now?
For the rest, I'm just going to have to do a quick instruction, or else this video is not going to be long enough to upload. So, if I just told you what to do, this video would not be existing. So, you're just going to paint the arms purple or the same color we are on right now. Well, light purple. Add yellow or white to some regular purple or a dark purple. Matters what color you are, and that matters how much white you add. A lot if it's really dark, not that much if it's pretty almost light. And then you can add red hair or purple hair. I'm going to do purple actually because it matches. And you could add it the same color, or you can just add it this color. And then for the feet, you can just do some purple feet. You could just do the legs purple. And remember, you have to paint the whole thing. And use hot glue for the Velcro, if you have a big one. So, you are going to want to leave a little bit of the leg under the thing, so that way it actually stays on. Feet. You might want to actually take a bit of paper, glue it onto the cardboard legs, fold the excess down, put some glue on that, and then put the foot on that. Once the foot is painted, also make sure that flap of paper is painted on both sides. Or just one side, which has to be the bottom side, because that's the side that's going to show. You might want to add hearts on your feet, and my feet are going to be purple. And after everything's done, you can go in with that glow in the dark. So that's how to make a little Valentine monster. And also when you're done, you can also add some googly eyes. So that's how to make a cute Valentine monster for a monster like this. And remember, they're both Valentine boxes. Bye!